By EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
This defense for the Colts, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
3rd play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Here's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. He dumps it off for Henry.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short.
A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away.
Back deep for the Colts, Nyheim Hines.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visiting Colts who won that first matchup. So they'll look for the season sweep here back home in Indy.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Wentz going to give this to Taylor.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The 3rd running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, 3rd most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season, he ranked among the best runners in the league.
Touchdown, Indianapolis!
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. On 2nd and inches, Tannehill. His throw incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for the first with Henry.
These two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Tannehill getting it out quickly to Brown.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
He'll buy some time right.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off at the 17. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Play action. Now Wentz. Looking for Campbell downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
A first down carry for Henry. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill out to his left. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
A first red zone opportunity for the Titans. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And it's a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and good by Bullock.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And no thought of a return here for Hines.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this now a 17-game regular season. Because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, you know, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not really much of an advantage. You might be playing well, now it slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. These two teams all tied after one. First and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Brings up 2nd and 7. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On play action, Wentz eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Tannehill. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25.
It's such a costly interception, nearly a pick-6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Taylor.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Colts have taken the lead.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Tannehill on first down.
That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
The Titans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Tannehill. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
They'll roll him out right. And it's caught. And he will be out of bounds with a first down as they will have a 1st and goal on the other side of the 2-minute warning. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Tannehill. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And exactly how fast was he going? According to Next Gen Stats, 21.7 miles per hour. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of up. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now Wentz. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins.
And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that could save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Throw left side here, hauled in by the tight end, Ferkser.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
On 1st down, Tannehill. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Colts are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Looking in zone for Jones.
Open man, Julio. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Julio Jones. As the first half is winding down.
And the Titans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Bullet good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Room here to run. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead now up to 14. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Let's take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
2nd and 2.
Wentz now to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
And pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Pushes him over, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff to Henry. Trucks over him, and some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
74 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A give to Henry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
But 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Now Tannehill.
Open man, Westbrook Akine.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Again, Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to it and hold it for just a short gain.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick.
And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so you don't get another one picked off.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Back to Taylor on 1st down.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz.
That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
On 1st down, Taylor. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Man, 206 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Wentz going to leave for Taylor on the option.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Right there, 55. Tackles. Kill. Watch the eye. Down the man inside, down the man.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor
with touchdown number 23 here on the year.
And the Colts are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
And my goodness, another interception. Monte Nicholson picks it. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now. It's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Wentz. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor
with another touchdown, number 24 on the year.
And the Colts are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage. Blankenship out for the point after.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
He's going deep for Brown. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 back. Come on, come on.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Wentz. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
My goodness, 229 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal.
It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash.
Blankenship's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial trip? Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tannehill gets this to Ferkser, the tight end. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Open man is Cameron Batson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Tannehill. They'll get this complete to Batson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
To the air again, Tannehill. Caught by Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
They'll find Jones again, complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. 2nd down and 7. Here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Tannehill throwing again. And my goodness, another interception. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
And the Colts are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Colts,
they run their mark to 6-2 on the year.
And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.